Hey guys, in this speech, I will be enlightening the audience on why food is such an important component to the Singaporean culture. Now, in Singapore, food is everything. It brings many different cultures together through the shared love for truly delectable cuisine. Now, exactly how important is food in Singapore, you might be wondering. Well, Singapore is considered the culinary capital of Asia. According to the Services Survey series conducted annually by the government, there are about 6,700 restaurants for approximately 5 million people. That's a lot. Most commonly in these restaurants, meals such as chicken rice and cut chili are served to the everyday patron. Throughout the area, there are many stalls or independently owned restaurants on the streets. There are several different nationalities that reside in the Singaporean culture, and it's common for some restaurants to actually construct their menu around the eating styles of certain nationalities or religious views. For example, Islams do not eat pork, so there are many restaurants that do not serve pork on their menu for this exact reason. Also, there are many restaurants that cater specifically to Chinese citizens or Malay citizens. Malays are known for being frugal with their money. They also eat under a religious law called halal. That's spelled Halal. And halal basically states that they are forbidden to consume pork products. One of the special things about this culture is that some of the best restaurants are not commercially advertised. It's all done by word of mouth. You see, because in the Singaporean culture, talking about food is something that they get true enjoyment out of. It's how one individual in the US would talk to another about a sports team. It's the same concept. It's the sole root of their conversation. Sometimes the best restaurants can be found just by observation. Let's say you're walking down the street and you see an enormously long line at one of the stalls. You can go ahead and assume that that's some pretty good food and it's worth the wait. Now, in Singapore, unlike in the US, it's very normal for restaurants to stay open 24 hours a day. For the main reason that in their culture, unlike ours, they eat 5 meals a day instead of 3. They have breakfast, lunch, tea time, dinner, and supper. Supper is defined as a small meal consumed just before they go to bed. Now, according to the top 10 Singaporean chefs list provided by the Your Singapore Foundation, this area attracts many celebrity chefs such as Daniel Boulud and Scott Webster, who are both world-renowned culinary artists. In order to truly understand just how important food is to this culture, put into perspective how we in America treat food. For one, a lot of our food, mainly fast food, is very, very unhealthy for you, and not much time is taken into preparing these dishes. On the other hand, in Singapore, they spend enormous amounts of time preparing dishes and making sure the meal is at a top-notch level for the consumer. Now, in conclusion to this speech, food is an extremely important component of the Singaporean culture, and being the culinary capital of Asia, its work speaks for itself. If you really want to understand how important food is to Singaporeans, I personally would recommend taking a trip sometime there in your life. The food is truly out of this world, and the amount of time spent preparing a perfect dish pales in comparison of anything in our culture. With that being said, I appreciate you taking the time to hear my speech, and I hope you all have a great day.